There we go. To solve 2x2 systems of equations, here's the first example. Look at the front. You have a -6 and a -9 out here. You're looking for a number that both 6 and 9 will go into, regardless of the sign. What number will 6 and 9 both go into? They got to divide into evenly. 3 divides into these numbers. These numbers must divide evenly into another one. 18 is right. 18 is the lowest one. So to get an 18 out here on the front, what would I multiply -6 by to get a positive or a negative?
3.
Yeah, you multiply by 3. So we'll put 3 in parentheses. And what do I multiply 9 by?
2.
2. So on the top, go through and multiply everything by a positive 3 and get a -18 minus 21y, -18x minus 21y. And then -44 times 3 is the same as 120 plus 12, that's a -132. Now on the bottom, multiply everything by 2. So you get 18x minus 12y equals 66. Now make sure you multiply everything properly, because if you don't, you're going to end up with decimals for the answers. I've made all these come out to be integers, so you should not have decimals. Now once I get to this point, then I'm going to have to do either addition or subtraction. What operation should I do with -18 and +18 to get a 0? Addition. Yes, we'll add those together. And when we add them together, these cancel out to 0. That's why we made them 18s. So now, -21 plus a -12. That should be a -33. And then we have -132 plus 66. Yeah, it comes out to be a -66. At this point, if you see something suspicious, for example, let's say you had a 7 here and a 30 there. 7's not going to divide into 30, so you know you made a mistake somewhere. But this is a 33 and a 66, so you know it's going to come out even. So divide -66 by -33, and you should get a 2. Use y equals 2 up here in one of these blue equations, and it looks to me like the second one would be easier. It doesn't have a negative out here. So we'll use 9x minus 6y equals 36. So 9x minus 6y equals 36, and remember y equals 2, so that's what we're going to plug in place of the y. And then simplify to get a -12. That should be a 33 out here. That's my fault. That should be a 33. Then everything else is right. So we'll have 33 plus 12 when you move the -12 over. And then 33 plus 12 is 45. Divide the 45 by 9. You should get 5. And express your answer as xy. So it's 5 first and then 2. To start on this one, you have a 6 and a 4. The lowest number they'll go into is 12. So you have to multiply by 2 up here and 3 there. So on top you get -12x minus 14y equals a -78. Then on the bottom one, a -12x minus 27y equals -39 times 3 should be 90 plus 27. What's that, 117? Okay, so now since you have two negative signs here and here, that means you must subtract. You're going to subtract these, and these will cancel out, but pay attention to the fact that you have -14 minus a -27. That's the same as -14 plus 27. So you should have 13y. And then the same deal here, -78 minus a -117. So it's going to be the same as plus 117. That should be a 39. So clearly 13 and 39 are going to work out just right. So divide 39 by 13, and you should come up with an answer of 3. Now for which equation we're going to put that in, take your pick, because they both look nasty. I'll use the bottom one. Negative 4x minus 9y equals, is that a negative 39? Yeah. Alright, and our answer was 3. So we'll go negative 4x minus 9 times 3 equals negative 39. And in the middle there we'll have a minus 27. Whoops, when you move that to the right, that's going to be a plus 27. So we have negative 4x equals a negative 12. And when you divide, you should have negative 12 divided by negative 4, and that would be a 3. So the answer altogether is 3, 3. To start on this one, you already have a 1 and a negative 1 out front. The signs are opposite, so just add them together. Cancel these out. You'll have a 9y equals a negative 45. So negative 45 divided by 9 is a negative 5. And I think the top equation is what I'm going to use. So I'll go down here and put x plus 6 times negative 5 equals negative 24. 21. Oh, okay. I didn't finish it out, so I don't have to erase anything. I was looking at the bottom one. Alright, so we'll go x minus 30 equals negative 21, and x equals negative 21 plus 30. So that should be an answer of x equals 9. So your final answer is 9, negative 5. So you got to multiply by 3 out front here, so that's 3x plus 21y equals a negative 54, and the bottom stays the same. So now you have to go through and subtract, since you have signs that are the same. These cancel out, and you should get a 18y equals a negative 54. That's going to divide out to be a negative 3. So that negative 3 is what you have to plug back in up at the top. I'm going to use 3x plus 3y equals 0. 3x plus 3y equals 0, and we have a negative 3 for y. So you have a minus 9, and move that to the right, make it positive, and then you're going to have to divide to come up with an answer of 3. That should be, yeah, that's x. I thought for a second I was supposed to be writing y. So that should be 3, negative 3 for the answer.